Okay. Now it should show up at some point. Minecraft Dungeons for Fungeons. I'll go ahead and turn it up on the phone real quick. And it seems like... Whoa. Yeah. Okay, so the latency is like absolutely super low. So I can hear things at a reasonable time whenever they're here. And it doesn't look like the gaming itself is that bad, although those frames are very slow compared to on my screen. Everyone else is seeing a lot less frames. So I bought literally... Okay, you know what? I'll save that for at least a few seconds later. Right now, let me just go ahead and give it a talk. So just like usual, I end up hurting my back, and as soon as I get better, I'm able to sit right back at my desk, unfazed as always. The issue of COVID pops up again. So now I'm just sick once more. Like usual, if you're hearing noise on the microphone, it's because that's how it is. I feel like nowadays with games, I'm gonna stop using the camera because I've got ideas for certain camera videos, but right now I feel like cameras are also just meh. So here's all the DLCs for things, so you'll be able to see like all the characters that you can play as in action. This guy is actually super cool looking. And if I had to go for an ice build or something, which I'm sure there is, because I see that there's a snowy place, that'd be the perfect guy. This guy is, I played on that Windows store way back when, and he would do well with turtle armor. That was before so many DLC had dropped. The one that I usually go with is him. I don't know what his name is, but this is the guy that more accurately represents me. However, the character that I made would probably more be best represented by maybe that guy? That's pretty cool too. That's just a dude in armor made by Ender people, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Ain't nobody here with some antlers on their heads though, so I mean, that's just meh in my opinion. Like I could really do with a guy that's got some antlers or something, but right now I did play the start repeatedly and ended up unlocking 3 seasonal people, I guess. I have no idea how. I just played the start over and over. Whenever I got close to the end, I ended up logging out, going back in, and then I got to the camp and it said that I unlocked a bunch of stuff, so I basically leveled up enough to get a bunch of seasonal characters. Not all of them. When I went to that seasonal thing, which was new for me for the first time, it was weird. Like, it looked like it would take a while. I think I got to like level 6, I think. And there's like 50 levels. I don't think I'll be able to get all of those. This is pretty weird to look at. Most definitely the weirdest. Yeah, but they ain't no antlers. I guess I would just go with this guy. Yeah, like I said, I went ahead and did a few things with the thing. Saw the cosmetics and stuff. Saw what they would do. And got the turtle armor. And then applied a turtle. And then got that little thing over there. just because I was a little bored. Didn't really have a lot to do.
The village is burning.
For those who haven't
No
seen
doubt
it,
this is the work
this
of
is the beginning of the
evil
game.
Arch-Illager and his minions. They sweep across the land like a ravenous scourge.
I don't know if they've changed
subjugating
anything.
or destroying all in their path. This is a time for heroes like yourself. Make haste. The villagers have need of you.
Maps are still the same. I tested that out whenever I went ahead and like did a little bit of a start. Look at that. Oh snap, they even gonna let me have a lot of gems at the start too. I didn't know this was over here, but whenever you look on the map and you see a little location like that, clearly you're gonna want to go exploring it just in case. I'm still sick with the COVIDs. Or whatever it is. Everybody else came back negative for COVID, but it does seem like it is, given how much of a toll it's taken on the throat, the headaches, all of it. I understand what I like along the lines of this stuff. Basically, my favorites are just swords or smaller things. The faster it is, like the punching things. There's this ability that lets you have like electric whenever you deal damage, which I think does absolutely great for things like the punchy gauntlets, because whenever you punch gauntlets, the stuff whenever you use the punching gauntlets with the electric ability, it for some reason has this thing where it like really taps, because they're quick and speedy, so the more hits you get in, the more of a chance you'll have to just electrocute everything around you with just speedy gauntlets, which makes a ton of sense if you just stop and think about it for a moment. So personally, if I'm doing this for a video, the one thing that I'm definitely going to want to do permanently is just go for the gauntlets and see what I can't do about making sure melee damage and stuff like that is up. I don't know what all the DLCs hold. I've only played this main part of the game all the way to the end where you defeat the what's-his-face when I was on the Windows Store. My other character hasn't really gotten that far. It just kinda went into a few places. Didn't beat the game yet. Just got used to the controls again. And it's still just as fun as it's ever been. I might as well go ahead and put that thing on. Wow, it gave me a level 4 like immediately. It's like it knows. It's not that laggy for everybody else on the screen, right? I'm gonna have to figure out how the settings work on this, because everything is still set up perfectly. It's fine and dandy, but it just doesn't like me. My computer just has issues with me now. It looks so smooth on my screen. I explore 100% of the map, all of it, just to be the most annoying person ever. And then my live stream ends.